Here's what we're waking up to this morning.
Here we are leaving out of Fort Davis, Texas, headed on a little scenic loop. It's kind of pretty back here. A little bit cool. It's about 50, I don't know, 52 degrees. That wind feels cool. I don't know how to film them other guys. They're all behind me. We'll get a shot of them here after a while.
Yeah, so we're pulling into Marfa, Texas. It's kind of an interesting place. There's a real pretty courthouse right there. But this is the town where, years ago, they made a famous movie called Giant. You know, it starred Elizabeth Taylor, Dennis Hopper. I don't know, that hotel right there to the right, that's the Paisano Hotel. That's where they stayed while they were filming. It's a very interesting hotel if you ever have time to look through there, and they have a pretty neat little restaurant courtyard in there. That's just an interesting fact. This is just turned into a little, I don't know what you would call it. I call it artsy fartsy. A lot of artists have come here, and they create what they call art. So on the way out of town, if you'll look over to the right, you'll see a bunch of, I don't know, concrete blocks. Well, that's some of the art. I don't understand it, but that's what they call art. So yeah, as a group, we stopped in Presidio, Texas and fueled up. As I was leading the group towards the river road, I was pretty excited about leading them across this road because some of them had not been on it. As I was going through town, I looked in my rear view mirror and the only person behind me was Barry. So we stopped and we waited a good bit thinking, well, they'll come on, and they never did. So Barry and I, we turned around. We drove about 5 miles back to the place where we fueled up, and we never saw them. So we decided that, well, they're ahead of us somehow, and we turned around. And as we drove, I made the same turn and looked, and I was at the same spot. And I looked in my mirror, Barry was gone. Now at this point, I'm thinking somebody's kidnapping all of my crew. So I turned around again and went 5 miles back to that fuel stop and found no one. So at this point, I've turned around and I'm riding alone. I'm on Highway 170, the river road, and I'm hoping that I will see them in Terlingua. So the interesting thing about this road, Highway 170, the river road, what makes it challenging, I mean, the road surface is in great shape, but as you go through here, the hills, the little curves, I don't know, it does something to your line of sight. I mean, you'll climb to the top of this hill and you don't know what's over there. I mean, when you top that hill, you don't see anything until you crest. And then the road may curve to the left and it may curve to the right. There may be a donkey in the road. It's just real, that's where I see the challenge is the blind spots that are in this road. But that makes it kind of fun, almost like a roller coaster. Yeah, so the name, the River Road, was given to this road because it runs right along the river. Off to the right there is the Rio Grande. So for my non-Spanish speaking friends, that stands for River Big. But it's a really beautiful view as you drive by the Rio Grande River. Yeah, so part of the disappointment of being separated from the tribe is there was a scenic overlook that I was wanting to make sure those guys got to see. And as I kept on coming up this hill, lo and behold, there they were, pulled over. But that's not the spot. Guys, come right on up to the top of the hill. I want to show you something. Yeah, now these guys coming up around me, that's not my group. That's just another group that was coming down the road. I mean, this is a pretty popular road with the motorcycle community.
Hell, I figured if we weren't on the right road, it was sure a nice drive.
So here's the reason we came here. Here's the money shot right here. Somebody go down? All right, just notice when you pull into this parking area, the parking lot is still kind of on a steep incline, and it also slopes off back to the south. It's pretty deceiving. I've seen a lot of people drop their bikes here just due to the lay of the land. So just be wary of that.
That's how I ultimately finished off my left knee.
Bunch of damn bikers. Yeah, so after visiting with the crew, here's how we got separated. Jamie said as I pulled out of that gas station and they fell in behind me, he said his helmet broke, so he had to pull over and do a little repair work on his helmet. And by the time he got that done, I was out of sight, and they just took off on their own. And by the time I went back and forth a few times, they got ahead of me. And that's how we ended up here. All right, we stopped in here at Laitas for a cold brew and a hamburger. It's a nice atmosphere out here. We stopped in here at the Thirsty Goat. restaurant right there. And I don't know how that grass is kept so neat. Beautiful place. All right, room number 2 for the trip. 27 at Mission Lodge. We got a nice mountain. This room ain't quite as good as the other, but it's okay. There's nobody dead in here. Kind of psychedelic. Refrigerator, microwave, sink, little tiny bathroom. It'll work. Yeah, so we decided to explore the ghost town, and the parking lot at the trading post, man, it was pretty crowded. So we decided to go in and grab the National Beer of Texas and check out the picking action on the porch.
I guess I've had a few of these there.
I always film everybody on the last 2 numbers. That guy had to hold his dog with his foot. Jay, Jeffrey, if you're watching, you'd be a superstar down here, buddy.
Well, I'm just a dust rider on the way through the west. Stopped off in Terlingua to take a rest. A cool sip of water and a little bit of shade. Just enough comfort to call it home. Way out in the desert, where you take the storm. Weather
feels like independence today. And I can't do
So after being entertained on the porch for a while, we decided to look for a place with a view to have some supper. So we went down to Rustic Iron Barbecue. And so we finished off the day here with some food, some drinks, and a little reflection on the day. And we're going to end it here. You guys stay tuned. There's more video to come. So hope to see you on the next one.